This video is all about the top 5 crypto mistakes I personally made in my crypto journey. So I want to share that with you, so hopefully you can do a better job. So of course, guys, the first thing though is just laughing at NFTs. So I first heard of NFTs and I just thought they were garbage. I thought they were trash. I was like, oh wow, a pixel image selling for thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Absolutely insane. You know, it must be a pump and dump. Even though some projects might actually be a pump and dump where they're just trading them back and forth, faking the sellers and buyers, that's definitely a possibility. And I have been rugged before. Unfortunately, I've gotten into some early projects and I did not do proper research and I have been rugged one too many times. But the problem, like the key takeaway though from being rugged though, is that means you have not done proper research. You have not done the proper vetting process of why you want to get into that NFT. There's big utility around NFTs. You want to look into the community. The community is a big deal. What kind of utility does the NFT have? Are you getting access to launch pads like the Doge Pound? Are you getting access to those? What's going on with that? I mean, what ecosystem is the NFT on? There's a lot of things to look at, guys. You definitely want to do proper research, proper risk management, and see what's the value proposition for some of these NFTs. Look, guys, Bored Ape Yacht Club, guys. 35 ETH floor. CryptoPunks, one just sold for like 100 million. Kind of insane, guys. Head DAO, guys, you might want to look into that. The floor has been dropping. Cyberkongs are big. Oh, look, the Shiboshi is popping off there. Kaiju Kings are absolutely insane. Genesis floor is around 5 ETH. Guys, there's a lot of stuff going on there. If you don't know what's going on there, you need to get in the Discord. You need to get in the communities, see what is going on there, and just learn about this stuff. And then when you feel ready, when you feel like you've done enough research, you know what's going on, then take the leap and jump into the NFT journey. I definitely explore you to research NFTs and understand the future of the NFT market, because I do believe it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. We saw Facebook changing their name to Meta. Twitter will be allowing verification for NFT profile pictures. Adobe, get it in the game as well, guys. There's so much going on and so much and more. So please take your time and do some proper research on NFTs. Don't just laugh them off, okay? Up next, though, number 2, being all in all the time. Paycheck to paycheck, aka crypto poor. Oh my goodness, that FOMO, the fear of missing out, always have to be all in. So basically, guys, when I first got into crypto, it took exchange verification and depositing fiat well over a week. At that point, I saw a lot of my alts that I wanted to buy shoot up in price. I remember XRP was like really low, all up at $1. It was like insane, guys. But I was patient. I did wait for a dip, even though I was a noob, guys. I never invested in my life. I did wait for a dip. Got in around 70 cents or 80 cents on XRP, and then it shot to $3, which was great. But the problem was every dip I was buying a falling knife, because when we topped, the beginning of December, alts topped, during the end of December, and then in January, I just kept buying every single dip. February was a dip. I think in May there was a dip. I just kept buying them, but I was catching a falling knife. My hands were bleeding, just a lot of blood in the streets, because it was the beginning of a bear market. I didn't understand the cycles, which is something I wish I would have understood more, like regarding the BTC cycles. Like, look, they pop up, come down, pop up, come down, pop up, come down. Like, I didn't understand that. Didn't know the Bitcoin halving. Didn't understand that, guys. Which later we'll talk about something that can help you understand that if you are new to the space. But I wish I would have understood that, because I would have obviously saved a lot of money, and I would have just been more patient, and I'd be like, I know exactly what I'm doing, because I didn't have a plan. But yeah, just take some time and do some research, understand the macro perspectives of the cryptocurrency, of the market cycles. That's something you really, really, really need to do. So that's number 2, being all in all the time. I hope you guys are not doing that. Up next, number 3 is getting over leverage, using credit cards to buy crypto. So when dollar cost averaging would have worked out better, it's all in the timing. So basically, I wanted an X amount of certain cryptos. So in order to make that happen, I over-leveraged myself and used credit card with 0% interest for 15 and 18 months. The problem with this is I did this in spring of 2019. And if we look here on the chart, spring of 2019 was great. I was buying right in here just as it was going up, and perfect, right? Well, look what happened here. Not so perfect. If I would have done this the spring of 2020, this would be a different story. If I would have done it here, it would have been a completely different story. Leverage comes down to timing, and I would have been better off dollar cost averaging instead of going all in at once. Guys, I definitely recommend dollar cost averaging is the best bet, especially if you have an income every week, every 2 weeks, every month, just dollar cost average. But of course, the leverage thing would have worked out very, very well if I would have done it basically 1 year later instead of the previous year. So it does come down to timing. I think the best way though is just dollar cost average. Look at the macro perspectives of the market and go from there. So of course, if you see us down on the floor, guys, down really low, we're at the 200 weekly moving average, you probably want to buy. You probably want to do that, okay? That's probably something you want to do. Of course, though, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. Look at those macro perspectives and go from there. Up next, though, number 4 is neglecting the meme coins in the bear markets. Dogecoin was a fraction of a penny, like we can see here. If I just would have put $100 in Dogecoin in the bear market, it would have worked out very, very well. I do know this coming bear market, I will plan on buying some good old Dogecoin once it hits the floor. I mean, look, this was a fraction of a penny. I wouldn't be surprised to see us fall back down to around 5 cents during this bear run for Dogecoin. Same thing with Shiba Inu, hitting that up in the bear run. Yes, Shiba Inu's been popping off like crazy lately. It's been doing very well. The problem is right now it's already had a massive run. I'm not about to buy some more Shiba Inu right now after it's been running again and again and again, okay? I'd much rather wait to the bear run, even though I do believe it's going to do very, very well towards the end of the year. I think a lot of altcoins will, but there's a lot of altcoins that are down right now that have not already popped. I think those are better buys. Cough, cough, hint, hint, wink, wink, Cardano. It's been down for a while now. Smart contracts, all this hype, and then it went away, and now there's no DEX is working, or what's going on, Cardano? But when things start really popping off, all the hype comes back. I think Cardano will do very, very well. Of course, just my opinion. But the key takeaway, though, is do not neglect the meme coins in the bear market. You want to pick them up in the bear market when all the normies are selling them, or just like, oh, they're so stupid, they're just meme coins. That's when you want to be buying. Or number 5, not having a proper plan. Guys, not having a proper plan, that is something I did not have when I first got into crypto, guys. I got into crypto, it was Q4 2017, as things were rallying up here, kind of going absolutely insane. Never invested in my life ever before. I jumped in, got the good old dopamine hits, bam, 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 Litecoin going crazy, Bitcoin going crazy, XRP going crazy, Ethereum going nuts. All these other coins like Blue, it was like Blue Coin back then, Dragon Chain. I mean, there's so much going on. Pivx, there's just like a lot of things going on, guys. It was absolutely nuts. There's like this Pack coin, this Red coin, things went like insane, okay? But basically, I didn't have a plan. I had no clue what I was doing. I did not know about macro perspectives of the markets. So something I wish I would have had then was this course called Fundamental Secrets, guys. It's actually several weeks long, guys. It will take you at least 10 weeks to finish. It's broken down into segments. They have a nice here's a chunk for this week. You're going to focus on week 1, the mind map formula. You got to get your head right before you can actually start investing and become a successful investor. Week 2, we got Web 3.0 secrets. It goes on and on and on, going into fundamentals, security, storage, exchanges, market analysis, guys. It goes on. Of course, guys, there's a whole week dedicated to technical analysis so you can understand the basics, enough of the basics, because of course, when it comes to crypto, the fundamentals and the fundamentals are probably the things you want to be looking at a little bit more. And of course, a macro perspective. So you get enough TA to understand the macro perspective of these cycles. So there's all that and more, guys. Pretty cool. They have a Discord that's pretty active all the time, guys. They have full-time coaches in there, always popping off. So I definitely consider hitting that up if you have not already. There's a link down below. Apply and go from there. But yeah, guys, that's not having a proper plan. You need to get yourself a proper plan. If it is using something like Fundamental Secrets or finding your own proper plan, definitely get that figured out before we end up topping, which I believe will happen very shortly. So up next, so I want to have a bonus one right here, guys. A bonus one is checking the prices all the time. Guys, when I was in crypto, first in crypto, I'd be checking my phone all the time. Always pulling my phone like, what's going on? CoinMarketCap, how we doing? CoinMarketCap, how's the BTCs doing? Oh, we're doing good today. It'd be in the morning. Oh, how we doing? Afternoon? Oh my goodness, Bitcoin's making move. Oh, evening, Bitcoin's going down. What's going on? You wake up in the morning. Why? Because your brain's like, we got to check Bitcoin. We got to see how the prices are doing. You're checking it in the middle of the night, okay? I think if you have that problem, you should just turn your phone off. It worked for me. It'll probably work for you. But the whole thing is that you don't want to be checking your prices all the time. That probably means you're over leveraged. Kind of like what I mentioned. You don't want to get over leveraged. Dollar cost averaging is probably a better bet. Because that's basically how not to get wrecked 101. But yeah, that's something is do not get over leveraged. You shouldn't be checking the prices all the freaking time. If you're checking them 20 times a day, that's an issue. Now, of course, you need to have proper risk management. You learn how to use stop losses, all that great stuff. So you don't have to check the prices. Now, I get it. If you're playing with Uniswap or something and, you can't put in a sell order or a stop limit, well, that's obviously a little bit of an issue. That's a little different. But the majority of you are not even doing that. The majority of people aren't even using DEXs. So just keep that in mind, guys. Please, you don't want to be constantly checking the prices morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night. You don't want to do that. Well, guys, that's my top 5 crypto mistakes that I personally had, and I hope you guys can can learn from that, resonate from that, and hopefully do better, so then you guys don't make those top 5 mistakes. Is there any other mistakes you believe I missed, or did you have any other kind of mistake? Please let me know down below. I'd always love to hear it. We all have different experiences when it comes to the market, and we'll go from there, guys. But guys, just want to say shout out to all the homies out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and of course, until next time, may those gains be with you.